What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another GS video, and today we are bringing you Game of the Month. This is my first commentator game right here. I'm going against Azor Effect, aka Commissioner Zor. He is the commissioner of the Connected Career Leagues that I am in. And again, this Connected Career League is full of just great commentators. I'm talking about me, iMav, Monster Chappie, Wizen Now, Air Jones, QJB, Shakedown 2012, iPod King Carter, also Azor Effect. It's just loaded with absolutely great commentators, man. It's going to be one hell of a league. By far, I think the most studied commentator league in YouTube. And I see that he played QJB. They went back and forth on a couple of tweets yesterday. And I see that they played a couple of games. And I get home from work, and on my way home, I send him a couple of tweets. I'm like, hey, why don't we get a game in? And how about the loser has to tweet a picture of themselves wearing the other team's favorite jersey? And he's like, I don't have a 49ers jersey, but how about the loser post the favorite team's logo in their background, on their Twitter background? Okay, cool, we could do that. And he's very cool dude, very down to earth, and glad to have got a chance to play against him. He's very friendly. And I find out that the team is the Bears, and the Bears have a phenomenal Madden team this year. And as you see, he scored on his very first drive. I think we played 6 minutes. I don't think there was accelerated clock though, which made the game a little lengthy. That's why it's such a long video. But trust me, you want to stay for it all. Even if you can't watch it all now, watch some of it, come back and watch the entire game. It's one hell of a game. Possibly game of the year. When the Madden 13 award show come out, I see this being a big thing. And if you guys never seen the Madden 12 award show, I'm going to have an annotation above, also a video response. Definitely check that out. It's we had some categories, and we have all of the commentators' games in there, and you guys nominated. It's going to be a big thing this year again. But as you can see, man, after our first drives, we both scored, so it's 7-7. And you guys already know, excuse me, I'm horrible on defense. But the 49ers have a great defense, so I'm hoping they can just manually come through for me. The AI and the computer, I'm hoping they can make some things happen for me. And as you can see, he's moving the ball pretty well. I wasn't expecting him to be this good, honestly. Like, he was great. Like, his usering of the middle of the field, like he played with Urlacher, he had excellent usering. Very good usering. He had great offensive play calling right there. Fullback dive, breaks the tackle, ends up scoring. And the rate sets in just a little bit. Like, I can't believe that right there happened. And I have to retaliate, because as the game's going on, I'm like, damn, this guy he's pretty good. Like, again, I'm still figuring out things in Madden. I have yet to play with the same offensive playbook twice. I haven't used the same offensive team twice, and I haven't selected any playbook. I've played with that team's playbook every single game, so I haven't figured out a scheme yet. I'm just picking random plays and trying to see what works. I don't know if he has a scheme yet, but whatever he was doing, it definitely was working, even against this great defense that I have on the field. Fourth down, we have to punt the ball, and we have to give it to Devin Hester. That guy's an absolute monster on the special teams field. So you see me trying to kick it or punt it away from him a lot this game. Wide open drop pass, and we're thankful for that. That right there would have been easily first down. So we got Jay Cutler backing up, and it seems like whenever he backed up, there was always somebody open. Like right there, somebody wide open. Except he was from my team. No soup for you. We get our first turnover of the game, and it happens to be an interception. And we start the ball off in midfield, which is great. We hit Randy Moss on the deep end post. And then, as you guys know, I don't run the ball too much. I mean, neither did he. This was just an offensive juggernaut game. Just a whole lot of passing goes on this game. And we end up scoring, and we tie the game 14-all. And we are in the second quarter, and again, I need stops. I don't want to be able to go tit for tat, because I always feel like whenever I'm going score for score with somebody, he's going to end up with the ball, and that's not a situation I want to be in, to rely on my defense. I want to be able to put up a multiple score lead. That way, I don't have anything to worry about. So I'm trying to desperately get a stop here. A fumble, a couple of miscue bat throws, something. Give me something where I can get the ball back for me to be able to get the lead. We get him to a third down, and then he ends up going over the top, and we get another interception. Don't detests the user. He's so disrespectful. Somebody please give him a link to my channel. And as I'm saying that, I saw my own interception, man. I seen the guy cover a Moss. I seen he blitzed, but I didn't see Julius Peppers back into coverage. So as we get a spectacular user pick, I end up doing a pick of my own. And, of course, he's going to go ahead and turn that turnover into points. And that right there, that sucked. That right there would have been a huge opportunity for me to go up on the scoreboard. Right here, kicks off, he gives it to Ted again, and what happens? We find the seam and we take it all the way to the crib. That right there seems way too easy this year. That's why I squib kick it majority of the time, because it seems like if you do kickoffs, it's guaranteed to be not one but multiple kickbacks this year. Why? I don't know. That's why I just squibbed the ball to try and be safe. But we tie the game again, but we're not satisfied with that. He's tearing our defense apart. I'm trying man-to-man, I'm trying zones, I'm trying man zones, I'm trying man blitzes, zone blitz, I'm trying everything. Right there, we get another interception. We get another turnover, and this time we end up taking it to a pick six. Oh, I haven't said this in a while. Give it to me, baby! We get our first lead of the game. I thought that he had him wide open. He ended up rerouting the receiver, and it seemed like he had a great opportunity to go ahead and just fit that ball in because he had a lead. But the computer undercuts him, and whew, that was great right there. So right now we have a lead. If we can stop him and get ball back at halftime, that would be huge. That would be a possible 14-point lead. But as you guys know, a GS video would not be a GS video without me giving up a score before halftime. I don't know what it is. Always before halftime. If you have the ball before halftime, it's like your offense is going to be invincible for that moment of time. I can't stop anybody to save my life when they have the ball driving before halftime. I don't know what it is. I can't remember the last time I actually stopped somebody driving before halftime. But right here, he goes long and he ends up going unsuccessful. Third down. This right here will be a crucial stop to hold him to a field goal. He goes over the top to the right, and we end up stopping him. So he ends up taking his 3 points. So that right there is good. He ends up scoring, but if you score now and or second half, we're good. We got that 2-possession lead that we are looking for, that we so desperately want. So right here, 1st and 10, we drop back, nothing. 2nd and 10, and of course I do just a boneheaded mistake. I end up throwing the ball into triple coverage. Why? I have no idea. It wasn't, me hitting the wrong button. I just seen him and I threw it to him. Why? I don't know. I wish I could explain it to you, but I can't. I can't explain why I did that bonehead throw. So he gets the ball back with the chance to take the lead, and that right there is gonna bring my morale down much if he's able to do this. So right there, trying to kill him with the hit stick, I end up missing, but we do end up hitting him. 20 seconds left for him to make something happen, but hopefully we can end up with a couple of stops here. So we get him down to a 3rd and 5. Cutler drops back inside the pocket. He goes over towards the middle, and he ends up connecting. And man, raging just a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit of raging right there. He does a nice fake fullback dive, and he ends up tossing it to Forte. He ends up scoring, taking the lead, and that sucked. From going from 28 to 21 to giving up 10 points in a matter of seconds. Right here, just getting desperate, just trying to throw a streak right here. We end up getting picked off right before halftime. So, second half game plan, I was thinking to myself, I'm not running the ball whatsoever. I have one of the best running back in the games, but I'm not running the ball. Right here, he gets a squib here, but we break one, we break 2 tackles, and we end up taking it to the crib again. Not even the squib kick is safe this year. We get our second return of the game. And, man, you want to talk about just morale just going all the way down from confidence boosting all the way straight up. Woo! We are feeling great about our chances right now. We feel like our momentum is in our favor. After something like that, he has to be raging after something like that. So hopefully we can get a mistake from him. We can get something. Hopefully he can just hit the wrong button. We need something. 2nd and 10, he backs up. As you can see, we are not running the ball too much. This is just, his passing offense against my defense and my passing offense against his defense. And right there, ooh, that right there should have been a user pick, but he alligator armed it. Goats in. He ends up sticking out them little alligator arms, doesn't reach out far enough, and we don't get the interception. He ends up getting the 1st down. Right, he goes wide over the top, and I thought I was going to be able to pick that off, but I just end up getting teabagged right there in the middle of the air, so he ends up converting. Right there again, going for the hit stick, trying to kill him, but he ends up scoring, so he takes the lead again. So we are going back and forth with this lead, and a lot of points are being scored. Not too many defensive stops are happening. So I have to continue to score, and that right there puts a lot of pressure on my offense and defense. I have to score, I have to stop him, I have to score, I have to stop him. So, you know, just a lot of things going on. 3rd and 4, we end up going straight over the top to Davis, and we end up getting that, like a great animation right there, and we end up getting the ball in great position. Then we end up throwing to Davis again. He gets us within the 10, so we have to score. Worst case scenario, we will take our field goal and tie the game. Right here, Alex Smith running outside the pocket, trying to make something happen, but nothing. And as you can see, I'm still not running the ball whatsoever. Why? I have no idea. I'm literally saying to myself, I have one of the top running backs in the game. Why am I not running the ball? I would come out in a running play, and then I would audible to a passing play. Why? I don't know, man. It's just the you know, in the heat of the battle, just what's going on. Right there, we do another script after we end up scoring, taking the lead. And again, I'm like, come on, defense, give me something. I know I've got multiple stops, but I need one to put him away. And this is gonna be it. This is gonna be the stop that I need to finally be able to get that 2-possession lead that I need to put this game away. And 3rd and 10, we drop back and right over the top. He ends up streaking Forte, and he ends up beating the coverage, and he scores on a 3rd down. And again, frustration sets in, more pressure goes back on my offense. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This lets you know how bad I am my defense. I'm just picking regular plays, hoping that they work. But he's reading the defense perfectly. He's having time in the pocket because I'm playing a lot of max coverage because he's passing the ball a lot. So I'm trying everything that I can do to stop him. But so far, nothing. When I do stop him, I'm really not capitalizing off of it and being able to score. So me throwing interceptions myself definitely hurt me. And we are down 3, and we need to make something happen. You know, secondly, we finally run the ball. We get it to a 3rd and 1, and we end up dropping back, and we end up not getting it. So for the first time this year, we end up going for it on 4th down. I figure, you know, why not? It's close to midfield. I am down, so I figure, okay, we're gonna end up, we're gonna go for it. You know, we're gonna not put our defense back on the field just because he's being so successful on offense. We run for a long game with Smith. He gets hit, he gets fumbled, but thankfully we end up recovering, and we are in great position. But I see somebody over the middle on the street, but absolutely great usering by him. He read it too. He seen that he was open as well, and he ends up just picking him off. And now he has the chance to go up 10 points and get a 2-possession lead, and I think this is how this game is going to end. If I can't stop him, I think the game is going to be able to end. I'm not going to be able to catch up because when I score, he scores. You know, I'm not stopping him. And that's exactly what happens. He ends up scoring a touchdown with Forte, and now he is up 10 points, and now I feel like the game is absolutely over because I can't stop him to save my life. And when I do stop him, I'm throwing idiotic turnovers myself. But we try to stay level-headed. I'm like, you know, we're going to run the ball. You know, we're not going to be so predictable passing the ball every single down. I have a tremendous back in Frank Gore, so I'm going to run the ball and hopefully be able to score. Like right now, I'm in field goal territory, and I will take a field goal right now. You know, I will bring it to a 1-possession game and hope that this defense come through for me again because they have multiple times. But I failed on transitioning my offense every time I was able to stop him. So he gets us to a 3rd and 4, and we end up running the ball again because we don't care if we get stopped because we will still make it a 1-possession game with the field goal. But thankfully, we find the scene. We end up scoring, and it's back to a 4-point ball game. But we need a stop. Right here, I kicked it off, and I'm thinking, why would I kick it off? I didn't squib kick. I kicked it to Hester. He has room to the left, but thankfully, he kind of gets jammed up right there. He definitely had an opening right there, but we end up stopping him. So he tries to run the ball a little bit. Obviously, he's trying to eat some clock, get the clock going here. 2nd and 11, we need to make something happen to get our offense back on the field with position to gain the lead. Right there, Cutler reads the defense, and he ends up scrambling for a 1st down. 1st and 10, miscue right there. So we get it to a 2nd and 10, and we need something. He overthrows Brandon Marshall where he had open. So we'll take that. We need to stop right here. This is crucial. 3rd and 10. We need something to happen. Color drops back, and we get our purple zone. We get our interception, and that's exactly what we were looking for. And this time, hopefully, we can continue to put our offense in positions to score. You know, I need to be able to score right here. You know, this is a great opportunity for me to regain the lead, and hopefully we can go ahead and do that. Alex Smith runs outside the pocket. As you can see, we got some lag going. And that right there kind of hurt. I thought I had X going just a little bit, but my timing was off due to a little bit of lag right there. 3rd and 2 right here. This is crucial, and we end up calling a screenplay. Great call, and it ends up working, and we get within the 10-yard line, and we end up getting within the 5. So right here, we call a toss play. We block nobody outside, but Frank Gore breaks the tackle, and we regain the lead. So we got a 4-point lead right here. We end up doing a squib kick right here. And he ends up overrunning it. And not only that, we end up recovering the ball. And now we feel like, okay, game is over. He's not going to be able to stop us. And that's crazy. We end up winning the game off of an onside squib kick. Except I end up fumbling the ball. He recovers and face palm right here. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. How do I fumble the ball in the red zone to give him the chance? This is why this is game of the month. Going back and forth, back and forth. But we need to stop right here. And that's exactly what happens. We get him to a 4th down, and instead of punting the ball, he ends up going for it. And if we stop him here, we get the ball in excellent position. And that's exactly what happens. We are already in great position to win this ball game. A touchdown will give us a 2-possession lead, and this game is pretty much over at that point. But his defense comes through and he holds me to a field goal, so he has a chance. You know, he still has an opportunity to go ahead to drive down the field and tie the ball game. With not so much time remaining, we're a little nervous. You know, we need to hope for something to go our way. Okay, let's see what happens. Is our defense going to come through in the clutch? As they've been coming through, but this is where it really matters the most. Tries to run the ball, but we end up stopping it. 2nd and 8. He goes over the top, swat that down, so we bring it to a 3rd and long. We go to the right, and look at this hit stick. Boom! We end up fumbling. And listen to the rage real quick. Let's play this again. Listen to the rage in the background. Listen to him rage. Man, he was upset about it, but that right there pretty much wins the game. We end up getting a couple of 1st downs, kneeling the ball. And that right there ends the game of the month. Again, check out the Madden Awards if you guys haven't already. Hopefully this right here is going to be a couple of nominees for Game of the Year this year. As always, it's your boy GS bringing you the best Madden content ever. Don't forget to, do all that good stuff. Definitely, this is a video you want to like. Put this in your favorites. Spread this video around, man. Let's get some retweets. Let's get some Facebook shares. This is one hell of a game. It's your boy GS. I appreciate you sticking with me if you have. Follow me on Twitter if you guys don't already. And check out Azor's Twitter background. It's going to be in the description. Check it out because he lost, so he's got to put my team in his background. Check it out.